The Frank Haith Show. Brought to you by Pepsi, Don Thornton Cadillac, TTTU, The Credit Union, River Spirit, and St. Francis Health System. And now your host, Bruce Howard.
Hello again, everybody, and welcome to the Frank Haith Show. I'm Bruce Howard, joined by the head coach of the Golden Hurricane, Frank Haith. And boy, this is a tough non-league schedule, isn't it? You win one, you lose one. It's just back and forth, and so many teams are experiencing that now, aren't they?
Yeah, you know, we played two teams this week, both experienced teams. Both, you know, LMU particularly really experienced. They had two super seniors. But you look all over the country, and that's what's happening all over the country. And with the portal, with new guys, with veteran teams, but a lot of these teams that are from leagues like the Mountain, Missouri Valley, Mountain West, they're good teams. Yeah. And so I think it hardens us and toughens us, and I think we learned something from some of our experiences throughout this challenge.
And the Hurricane finishing off the week strongly with a win against Southern Illinois. We'll be back with highlights of Loyola Marymount next on the Frank Haith Show.
The American.
This one's for every sports fan who just spent the entire game explaining to someone the entire game. You've compromised enough. Pepsi Zero Sugar.
The mission of St. Francis Health System to extend a presence and healing ministry of Christ means not only being there for the healthcare needs of individuals, but also making a positive impact in the communities we serve, offering support through thousands of jobs and through causes that unite us and promote health and wellness for all. We show our gratitude for the opportunity to serve by living our mission every day. St. Francis Health System. Healthcare for life.
Get ready to slay the holidays in a brand new Yuletide ride from River Spirit Casino Resort. Oh, what fun when you take the reins of a luxurious Cadillac XT5 SUV. Play and earn entries daily for your chance to win one of two back-to-back Cadillac giveaways, December 25th and the 31st. 'Tis the season to dash away in the ultimate Yuletide ride. A 2021 Cadillac XT5, only at River Spirit Casino Resort.
We're back on the Frank Haith Show. Golden Hurricane taking on Loyola Marymount, and you know, that's a team that came in and really gritty, not very tall, but boy, really tough inside. That's a difficult matchup for you guys, wasn't it?
It was, because they were very physical, and you know, they'd already beaten SMU in our league, who's picked top 3 in our league, and so we knew we were going to face a team that's experienced, physical, tough-minded, and they played that way.
Absolutely. It was a grinder, no doubt about it. The Golden Hurricane taking on Loyola Marymount right here at the Reynolds Center. Another non-league game for the Golden Hurricane. A couple of home games for TU this week. And there you see the Hurricane coming in 4-4, and Loyola Marymount, as Frank mentioned, a couple of pretty good scalps, including SMU. And in the early going, Marymount gets a bucket in the paint.
Yeah, you know, they're very physical. Like I said, they want to drive that ball in the paint. They had good production there, both two baskets by those guys to start the game, and we were down 6-1, actually get down 9-1. Then we started getting a little bit more comfortable, and this was you know, I challenged Sam about driving the ball more, and hopefully you'll see a bunch of those in these highlights. But there was Jeriah on the follow.
And again, you're down by 9. Not a great start, but obviously it's a long game. And here on a scramble play, you're able to get a basket. And Tim Dahlger, boy, when he gets near that hoop, he can slam it down, can't he?
Yeah, he's athletic and he's long and he's 6'7". He's strong. I mean, and we're going to get more out of him, and more he gets comfortable. And I think we'll see that. You know, getting a paint touch right there is really good. Good left-hand hook by Ray.
Ray Idowu with a bucket, always good to get him going early, isn't it?
It is, and we need production out of him. And there's Sam coming off the ball screen, and Sam is, he can score a lot of different ways. You know, that's off a ball screen, his pull-up J, mid-range, and he can get to the rim.
Forces them to call a timeout, and here's really good ball movement, Coach.
Real good ball movement. And, you know, Curtis one more there to Sam at the slot area.
Good to see Anthony Pritchard knock down a three. That was his first three of the year.
Yeah, he reminded me of that after the game the other night. But the more comfortable, I think he'll make quite a few threes in his career.
Curtis Haywood continues to give you some good minutes, doesn't he?
He has, Bruce. He's really improved. He's more confident. And again, there's, you know, Sam driving the ball. And this is really good patience by Tim, getting that shot up.
Dalger with that basket, and all of a sudden you're up by 6. So you recovered from the slow start.
Yeah, the 9-1 start, and we work on that shot right there every day. The little skip pass off the hands of Josh right into the basket. That was a joke, Bruce, by the way. But good hands by Anthony after that turnover to stay with it and get the ball back, and good finish by Sam in the lane.
And again, you have a 6-point lead at that point. Darian Jackson, that patented Jackson move to the basket, and that gives you an 8-point lead. They knock it down to 6 at halftime, but you're in pretty good shape.
In good shape, and we know it's going to be a grinder. It was going to be that kind of game, you know. And our defense is solid, you know. We're shooting the ball well, and you know, we're doing a lot of good things.
But then you start the second half, and the beginning of the second half was similar to the beginning of the first half.
It was. And I think they went on a 17-2 run to start the second half, and that's usually, you know, not what we want. Obviously, there's a Jeriah gets beat off the drive, but our white line, our help side defense wasn't there. Again, there's a second shot. So these are tough plays. They're just toughness things that, you know, we're not doing right now. In a lot of these clips you see.
Ray Doe really strong in that move.
Yeah, that's our 2. I think we get here early in the second half, and that's a good move by Ray.
Yeah, as you mentioned, the 17-2 run kind of flipped the game in favor of Loyola Marymount, but then this game would yo-yo back and forth.
Yeah, and this kid right here, Lord, is, you know, he's just, you know, he's kind of bullied us a little bit in the paint area, and, you know, very physical.
Yeah, Scott was really, really good, wasn't he? He kind of reminded you of David Shelton in the old days for Tulsa. You know, just a inside guy that really plays hard.
Well, he's like 6'6", 245, 250, and just a physical guy. It's good to see Sam again driving that ball, getting the paint.
So Sam gets you going again here, and when he gets the ball out there and has a little bit of an ISO, he's in pretty good shape.
Well, with this lineup, people switch 1 through 5, so you get mismatches. And when we have Jeriah playing the 5, and that's what we went to in this game, and it allowed us to get some matchups we liked that we could take advantage of. There's Darren finishing in transition, good pass by Kurt, you know, ball in the head, and good finish by DJ.
And that knocks that lead down a little bit further. Darian Jackson, good, strong to the basket, and you can see Loyola Marymount ahead by 5, and then all of a sudden Quintana, who you'd done a pretty good job on, he gets out from the outside.
And that was just too soft. We weren't where we needed to be in terms of making him feel us. Good pass right there by Pritch, and good finish by Jeriah.
So Jeriah Horne's basket knocks that lead down. Now you're down by 2 and a chance to tie and take the lead. And Darian Jackson, again, would not be denied.
Yeah, again, that's a matchup we liked. We thought we could take advantage of with the small lineup. And DJ drives it, ties the game up. And here we are, you know, under 3 minutes, we take the lead. We got a chance to, you know, to get a stop here.
And again, Douglas gets open in the corner.
Yeah. And this kid had not made a 3 all year, and he makes 2 threes in this game.
Right. And then another play by Scott inside. And again, the guy's kind of a whirling dervish in there, makes a hard, I mean, the defense wasn't that bad on that play, was it?
No, it wasn't. And we lost, you know, Pritch by this time in the game, too. He and Scott got into a
little kerfuffle, yeah.
Yeah, so in that we lost him, and that really hurt us down the stretch here.
And at the end, you get a bucket, but unfortunately not enough. And Loyola Marymount comes away with a nice win against the Golden Hurricane. A foul at the end, and they end up completing those 2 free throws for the final of 60-55. Obviously, disappointing. Some really good stretches, but then obviously those beginning of the first half, beginning of the second half is what doomed you.
It did, and we didn't do what we needed to do to win those. You know, we've had a couple of these, Bruce, where we didn't finish those games. We take leads in the last 3 minutes, and like I said, we've got to learn and get better in those situations.
Well, Sam Griffin leads you with 16 points. Darian Jackson ended up with 9 points and 1 rebound as the Golden Hurricane falling. But it's time now to welcome in a Missouri Valley Conference, an old Missouri Valley Conference foe, Southern Illinois, coming to the Reynolds Center on Saturday. And we'll have the highlights coming up next on the Frank Haith Show.
Touchdown, Desmond Ritter. The American.
This one's for every sports fan who just knew the entire game, explaining to someone the entire game. You've come, you meisten Pepsi Zero Sugar.
The mission of St. Francis Health System to extend the presence and healing ministry of Christ means not only being there for the healthcare needs of individuals, but also making a positive impact in the communities we serve, offering support through thousands of jobs and through causes that unite us and promote health and wellness for all. We show our gratitude for the opportunity to serve by living our mission every day. St. Francis Health System. Healthcare for life.
Another rock and roll weekend.
Burgers, better with Pepsi.
Get ready to slay the holidays in a brand new Yuletide ride from River Spirit Casino Resort. Oh, what fun when you take the reins of a luxurious Cadillac XT5 SUV. Play and earn entries daily for your chance to win one of 2 back-to-back Cadillac giveaways, December 25th and the 31st. 'Tis the season to dash away in the ultimate Yuletide ride. A 2021 Cadillac XT5, only at River Spirit Casino Resort.
We're back on the Frank Haith Show, and Coach, after the difficult loss against Loyola Marymount, now you got to recover against Southern Illinois. What'd you work on during the week?
Well, we did some late game situations because we need to get better in those situations. But I think the other thing, too, Bruce, we talked to our team about, yeah, we got to get better in those situations, but there's so much, those 37 minutes of the game, we need to get better at. Maybe it doesn't get to that last 3 minutes. And so we really focused on the controllables and trying to get better. Taking care of the ball, rebounding, and just playing with some toughness.
Yeah, and you certainly want more consistency out of your club, as there's Sam Griffin, who would end up being the leading scorer in the game, and you see the records there. Southern Illinois had played well and had gotten some good wins, but you get an early steal, and that results in a basket.
Yeah, they got to win over Colorado, Jeriah's former team, and they're a very tough-minded group. And we got off to a really good start here offensively. You know, sharing the ball. Curtis knocked down a couple threes here early, but we moved the ball well offensively, and you know, aggressiveness. And there's Jeriah with a friendly roll, getting us off to a 9-3 start.
It was kind of interesting, nothing but threes in the early going.
Yeah, from both teams.
Yeah.
And but a good drive, paint touch by Pritch, and a good finish. You talked about Tim earlier. Finishing once you get around that hoop.
Yeah, one of the only twos in the early going, and it's tied at 11 at this point. And here's Curtis again. It's good to see him start to knock those shots down. He does so many other things for you.
Yeah, he does, and I think that's the, you know, getting something else out of Curtis, and then offensive production is really good for us.
Now, speaking of guys making threes that don't normally make them, Coopit had made, I think, 3 or 4 on the year. He's something like 29%. All of a sudden, he goes crazy.
He makes 6 threes, yeah. And there's Sam pull up shooting a 3 in transition, and it's kind of been that kind of year for us, Bruce, in terms of guys just, you know, getting going. But we got to own that too. We got to stop him. And once he got going, we needed to get more pressure on him, and that's their best shooter. The guy just made that 3.
Right. Darian Jackson, nice move inside. Good to see him finish at the rim again.
Yeah, he's missed a couple bunnies, and it's good to see him get in there and attack, and this is a good cut right there too by Darren. That's part of our down offense, and good cut, good pass, good finish.
So that finish, and then of course the good patience inside, faking and letting the guy fly by on that next play, and all of a sudden you're on top at this point, and another 3-point shot. Jeriah Horne.
Sam, yeah, Sam
Griffin.
On really, gets a little daylight, and this is what Tim is really penetrating, good ball movement.
And there's Jeriah.
Yeah, just being ready to shoot the ball. Sometimes Jeriah, goes to decking it when he's got a clean look. He just go ahead and shoot that thing. Great pass. You talk about Curtis. That's one thing he's really good at, is passing that ball.
And so the Hurricane leading at halftime by 8, but remember, you led by 6 at halftime in the game earlier in the week, so obviously you got another 20 minutes to play, but really good first half for you.
It is. I mean, you look at it, we shoot the ball 58% from the floor. We're aggressive, and basketball, there's so many ebb and flows throughout the game.
Yeah, and obviously you have this 8-point lead. They all of a sudden come out of the gate really strong with 5 straight, but then you guys react nicely, and Sam Griffin knocks that one down, and you're off to the races.
Yeah, I thought we got up to a good start. I mean, they made those 2 straight buckets, but that's what we talked to Sam about, driving the ball, and we pushed that thing back up to 7 or 9 right here.
Actually 10 once he made that free throw.
Yeah. So we're okay here at the beginning of the second half.
And you get into a situation where Ray Idowu will score this next basket that we see, and that's because he slipped behind everybody and got the dunk.
It's our spacing, being better with our spacing, and obviously it helps that we're shooting the ball pretty good. Guys want to get out to our shooters, and Ray slides behind those guys for a finish. Good
assist by Darian Jackson on there, and there's a steal by D-Jack, and he just plows into that guy. He knew he had the advantage against a bigger guy that couldn't handle him.
Yeah, he was running back on his heels, and his guy's running back, so he got to his body before he can get stopped. And that's what you do. You go attack him.
So it seems like you're in control of the game, but you're never really out of the woods. You're up by 5 here, and now Tim Dalger will make a very nice play, and you're up by 7, and then the Salukis make a run, as it always seems to happen in this game.
Yeah, and but I don't think we ever lost the lead.
No, they tied it at one point.
Tied it. So this is a big shot by Pritch to give us a 4-point lead.
Yeah, there'd been a little bit of a lull for a while. Now you're up by 4, and moments later, as you can see, the score back down to 1, and that was a huge play for Tim Dalger.
Yeah, nice pass by Jeriah on the post up, and they doubled him, and a good cut by Tim, and great finish.
They ended up tying the game at 60 with about 3 minutes to go. What was great about what happened here at the end was, your team finished strongly, and you got to the free throw line at the end, even though that 3-pointer went in and knocked the lead, they actually tied the game at 60, and that was a huge situation for the Hurricane.
So we went up 5, and then we gave it 3 here, but we got to the free throw line you talked about, and I think that's how you win tight ball games. And we were a pretty good free throw shooting team, but that's part of our aggressiveness. We needed to be more aggressive, and we started to be. We got to the free throw line, and that's how you can settle the game.
Well, it's a huge play breaking the press at the end, and now you're in a situation where it's just a matter of time, hit some free throws, all of that, and you end up going to the free throw line 8 times, I think, in the last couple of minutes. You made 5 of them, and that was important, and Tim Dalger making that one for you to make it a 6-point game, and you end up winning at 69-65. Good bounce-back win for you.
Really good win. We beat a really good team, and coming off a couple of tough losses, so really proud of our guys, and we did a good job defensively for the most part, holding close to 40% shooting, but we'll continue to shoot the ball well ourselves.
So the Golden Hurricane shooting it well and holding Southern Illinois to 40%. That's the best defensive effort shooting percentage-wise for the Hurricane on the season. In a moment, we'll be back, and we will talk with Jeriah Horne as we continue on the Frank Haith Show.
What is true blue? It's true loyalty, supporting others with unwavering commitment. It's true innovation, thinking creatively, strategically to make a difference. It's true strength, take risks, and standing up for what's right. It's right. True is a 125 legacy. Find the truth that you at the City of Cities.
The mission of St. Francis Health System to presence and ministry of Christ means not only being there for the healthcare needs of individuals, but also making a positive impact in the communities we serve, offering support through thousands of jobs and through causes that unite us and promote health and wellness for all. We show our gratitude for the opportunity to serve by living our mission every day. St. Francis Health System. Healthcare for life.
Get ready to slay the holidays in a brand new Yuletide ride from River Spirit Casino Resort. Oh, what fun when you take the reins of a luxurious Cadillac XT5 SUV. Play and earn entries daily for your chance to win one of 2 back-to-back Cadillac giveaways, December 25th and the 31st. 'Tis the season to dash away in the ultimate Yuletide ride. A 2021 Cadillac XT5, only at River Spirit Casino Resort.
This one's for every sports fan who just spent the entire game explaining to someone the entire game. You've compromised enough. Pepsi Zero Sugar.
Another rock and roll weekend.
Burgers, better with Pepsi.
20 to shoot. Jackson dribbles to the top of the key. Now penetrates to the right. Hands off to a circling Haywood. And a wonderful backdoor cut by Horne. And a great pass by Haywood. And Horne collects and lays it up and in.
Welcome back to the Frank Haith Show, and we're joined by Jeriah Horne, who is the graduate senior for the University of Tulsa from Overland Park, Kansas. And first of all, you had a little trip to Colorado, so welcome back. After a year going to Colorado and coming back, welcome back. Thank you for coming back.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it, man. It's been great. I love it here. This is home for me.
Yeah, and you spend obviously some time in Nebraska and then to Tulsa, but Tulsa's the place you've had most of your time in your career. Why do you like Tulsa?
Oh, man. I mean, obviously, Coach Haith. But I just feel like something about Tulsa, man, I grow every time I come back here. I just grow as a person, spiritually, on the court, off the court. You know, it just propels me and puts me in the right direction moving forward on my journey of life, honestly.
You know, and you're wearing the T-shirt for the 2020 season, which of course was the season that was truncated by COVID, but that was a special year, wasn't it? And you were a major part of that, winning a co-championship, but it's a title. You get a trophy, you get a T-shirt, right?
Exactly. Yeah, man, an amazing year, one I'll never forget. You know, I had a great team, had a lot of great relationships with guys on that team. So it's, you know, I always have that in the back of my mind whenever I step out on the court.
You know, and that was a team that had some issues early on, with non-league, and you're trying to find yourself. But boy, at the end, you're playing really well. Is there some parallels between that team a couple of years ago and this year's team?
Yes, sir. I think that's something that, like I said, that I keep on in the back of my mind too, is the idea of, we're continuing to work each and every game, continuing to get better. And it's not as much as wins and losses matter. At the same time, it's about growth. And everybody gelling at that right time, when it's most important.
Yeah, and the situation after that happens, you end up going to Colorado. Mm-hmm. Tell us about that experience, because you get to play a couple of NCAA tournament games, and that was huge. So what was your time like at Colorado for that 1 year?
Yeah, man, it was a really great experience. Like you said, having the opportunity to play in the NCAA tournament, had a chance to play in the Pac-12 tournament. Played, teams of the likes of UCLA and USC. We beat UCLA on my senior night. So it was a great time. I love Boulder, love the mountains, and I was just able to build and create new relationships.
Well, they say you can't come home again, but you did. So take us through the decision process to, because people don't usually do that, come back to a place you left. So what was the decision process like for you?
Man, once I decided that, I was going to use my last, my COVID year, Coach Haith and his staff reached out to me. I had been, I was in conversation with Corey, because we were just, great friends, always have been.
Corey Haith.
Haith,
yeah.
Yes, sir. So, that opportunity presented itself, and Coach Haith, expressed his interest and wanted me to you know, come back and join, you know, Golden Hurricane, I was all for it.
And your game has changed a little bit from what we remember. How have you evolved offensively?
Man, I think, you know, just the freedom and the ability to be trusted out here and to just play my game fully has been great for me, a great opportunity. Coach Haith continues to put me in, you know, tremendous opportunities like he had before. So, you know, I think it's just a place of when you feel comfortable and when you feel at home, it's easy to execute and do what you were, you know, what you're blessed to do.
Jeriah, thank you so much for coming back, and good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you so much.
Jeriah Horne joining us on the Frank Haith Show. We'll wrap it up in a moment.
This one's for every sports fan who just spent the entire game explaining to someone the entire game. You've compromised enough. Pepsi Zero Sugar.
What is true blue? It's true loyalty. Supporting others with unwavering commitment. It's true innovation. Thinking, create strategically to make a difference. It's true strength, taking risks, standing up for right. True blue 105 legacy. The true University of City.
The mission of Saint Health System to extend the presence and ministry of Christ means not only being there for the healthcare needs of individuals, but also making a positive impact in the communities we serve, offering support through thousands of jobs and through causes that unite us and promote health and wellness for all. We show our gratitude for the opportunity to serve by living our mission every day. St. Francis Health System. Healthcare for life.
Get ready to slay the holidays in a brand new Yuletide ride from River Spirit Casino Resort. Oh, what fun when you take the reins of a luxurious Cadillac XT5 SUV. Play and earn entries daily for your chance to win one of 2 back-to-back Cadillac giveaways, December 25th and the 31st. 'Tis the season to dash away in the ultimate Yuletide ride. A 2021 Cadillac XT5, only at River Spirit Casino Resort.
Burgers, better with Pepsi.
We're back on the Frank Haith Show, and thanks to Jeriah Horne for joining us. And Coach, a busy week again as you have Alcorn State on Thursday, and then you go on the road, a non-home, non-away game, kind of a tournament setting in Fort Worth against Colorado State. But first things first, Alcorn State, they're the road warriors. They play on the road a lot, and they give teams trouble.
They're very comfortable playing on the road. I mean, matter of fact, I got a good up-close look at them playing Southern Illinois. Game goes down to the wire. They hit a shot at the buzzer to beat them. Very easily could have beat Southern Illinois, so they're very capable. And then we play Colorado State, who's probably going to be ranked this week. They're undefeated, beat Mississippi State, beat Ole Miss. I mean, they're really, really good. All right, well, have a great week, Coach, and we'll talk to you soon. Thank you, Bruce. Head coach Frank Haith of the Golden Hurricane. We'll talk to you next time after Christmas. So long, everybody.